have an enormous beech log. Enormous for me. Pretty big. Won't fit through the Japa 405. This is beech. I don't get a lot of it. Unfortunately, this one's a little bit too big. It might fit, but you know, when a log gets this big, you get a couple knots in it and it just causes trouble. I thought I would just get out my chainsaw. Let's split it up with the Eastonmade axis. And we can see what beech looks like when it's all nicely split, and we'll see how the axis can handle it, guys. My weapon of choice today, guys, needs no introduction. But I will introduce it anyways because it is the greatest chainsaw in the world. And I don't mean to just state the obvious here. I think we all agree that the Dolmar 7900 is the greatest saw ever made. And it is still the greatest saw on planet Earth. The risk I have for this episode, guys, is I don't want the cutting to be done too soon. So I've put a very dull chain on and I've installed it on backwards just to make this a little bit more of an entertaining video. What makes the Dolmar 7900 such a great saw, guys? Well, this is a professional grade saw made in Germany. And I believe Dolmar was the first gas-powered saw ever. This is an 80cc saw. It's a 13-pound power head. The oiler is unbelievable. And I'm telling you guys, this has the best anti-vibe in the world. You cannot even feel this thing run. That's how smooth it is. And I will point out that my Dolmar 7900 has the HD filter kit on it. And these aren't just for looks, guys. If you get one of these installed, you got to retune the saw. The filtration on this is excellent. And just to prove, I got my chain installed backwards, and we are just going to make mincemeat out of this beech log. Mincemeat. The log today, guys, is an American beech, but I have found beech to be a very tough wood. It is not as heavy as oak, but it is darn near. It is a tough splitting wood. It is not stringy, it's just tough. And this beech here, guys, is 18 inches in diameter. It is too big to fit through the Japa. And I just thought we can just take the saw to it. Thought, let's just cut this up with the Dolmar. We'll give it a chance to flex for the world to see. And then we'll run this beech through the axis, guys. Let's see how it goes. I already have some beech. I made this last year. And beech kind of looks like maple sometimes, but the bark is different. It's got this gray elephant skin kind of look to it, but it is much more brittle than maple. Maple's bark will still be flexible when it comes off, and the wood kind of turns orange when it dries out, but it is noticeably heavier, noticeably denser. I'm just going to use my tape measure, so we'll just mark the top here at 16 inch and we'll just keep it at that. Once I get this cut made, I'll mark off another 16 inches off of this just so that I'm more precise. Okay guys, I'm going to get this fired up and I'm going to... Oh, wait a second. I forgot one thing. I'll be right back. I had told you before, I am committed to safety, chainsaw safety. And I have said that there will not be a chainsaw run at Ohio Woodburner without chaps. And I am going to live up to that. Oh, they feel great. Okay, guys, I got my Dolmar ready. We're going to get it warmed up. I got my PPE on. I put my chain on backwards just to make this exciting. And now we are going to cut up this beech log. So far so good. I'm gonna mark, I have to slide this log through just so I don't hit the grapple with my Dolmar, because I don't want to damage the grapple. Okay, I think we cleared it enough. This is the challenge with the grapple. You're always left with this piece in the center. So I'm just gonna drop this on the ground and we'll just cut it, and then we'll get the axis fired up, guys. My measurements are not scientific, so I think I'm gonna be off a little bit. No, I'm actually right on. I'll take it, guys. I like it. Last cut. Guys, the Dolmar's running, man. Chain on backwards, and man, it cut that stuff right up. Beech is a tough, hard, dense wood. It is just super wet. I think you'll see how wet it is when we get it split up. But man, the Dolmar's running, guys. Greatest saw in the world. That Dolmar is just throwing chips, man. I got one in my eye, even with my safety glasses. Good thing I keep these tissues around. I'll just set this here on the exposed part of my chain, so I can just now start getting this axis fired up, and we'll get these beech logs split. We transition from one mean machine to another, and now we're at the Eastonmade axis vertical splitter. We're going to split these beech up small pieces for smokers, and I think we'll call this a finished task, guys. Been a while since I've had this started. Alright guys, we'll let this warm up, and we got some beech to split. Eastonmade axis is old, reliable. This has sat for a while, guys, and third pull it started up. It is tough pulling, I'll say that, but it starts up. There is a light odor to it. It's nothing robust, but I can smell something. There is just a hint of spice to it. If you're familiar with beech nut chewing gum, I think these two machines right here is enough to have a very profitable, productive firewood company, guys. The Dolmar 7900, great saw, and the Eastonmade axis, world class. The Dolmar was purchased by Makita, so the Makita saws out there, they're the Dolmars, but it's the same saw from what I understand. But mine is the earlier version. It has the non-cat muffler on it. It is just a beast of a saw, guys. And what the heck, you can't beat the Eastonmade axis. Okay, guys, that's it from the woodyard today. I just wanted to show you something different. I hope you like this. Everyone have a great day.